Hi everybody, this is my newest release, Hugh'S Solve. Now, there's up to about 8 solves, and I do believe that speed cubes works best for you. And I've been doing a lot of thinking, and then eventually I actually made it as easy as possible. So all of these are going to be easy, and you're going to learn a false shuffle. So let's get into the main tutorial of it right now. So the spectator solve. So what you're going to do beforehand is do the sexy move. And this is my right side. And how you're watching this is going to be your left. So you're going to do R. And if you don't know the notations already, like right here, this is R. This is R prime. This is L, L prime. This is U, U prime. This is D, D prime. This is B prime. This is B. This is M coming clockwise to you, and then M prime. So those are notations. Call this F, F prime, and those are notations. So you're just gonna set it up like this. I have blue facing me, so, and also the white on top. So we're gonna do R, U, R prime, U prime. And you're just gonna do this about 2 times until it legitimately looks mixed. You're gonna invite your spectator and instruct them to do the sexy move, and R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. You're gonna tell them to do this until they see a solve. And would you look at that? They solved it, and they have the knowledge to solve a Rubik's Cube. Really straightforward. Next up, we got stack solve. Now, when I say double, I mean these 2 layers right here. You might know this, it's the most taught in my Rubik's visual. So remember, if I say double R, that's going to be these 2 layers right here. These 2 parts. If I say double U and U prime, it's going to be these 2 layers being turned. So same thing, the sexy move, except with the 2 pieces being turned. This is the stack solve. So you want to go R, U, R prime, U prime. Now, as you notice, we're going to have an L right here. So we want to turn it around 2 more times. 1, 2. Now, you're going to notice that there's going to be 4 stacks. 1 up front, 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, and 1 right here. And you're going to do this action. And you're going to do this continuously. And as you go right here with your index finger, just going to do that. Then as you come right here, your ring finger is going to do this. Then as you're going to do this, it's going to be like that. And now from here, regrip to here, then boom. Up to speed, it should look something like this. So it's basically, and also don't stop the motion. You could do that if you ever so want to. Now, if you're going to do this solve, a key thing you could do is find a spot and then do a certain principle. It's a most taught on Crazy Sam's solve. So here, and then regrip to actually solve it like that. A 2-move solve. So same sequence, except a little different. So my right is here, and we're still going to use this as well. So a single R, double U, single R prime, and double U prime. And finally, we need to get rid of this, and use your ring finger to turn that away. And now we're going to regrip. This is most taught on my Rubik's visual release. Now, as you can see, there's 2 whites, and we're going to use it to sub for this one. So we're going to use this action. And if you're already familiar with Rubik's visual, that one, then this one is no problem for you, straightforward. It kind of looks like the white actually filled up here, but in reality, you just done a turn. So once again, like that. Make sure don't overdo it. And now what you're going to do is ditch this white. Like I said, it's most taught on my Rubik's visual. And there, I already did it. Underneath, it looks like this. Now, you're going to tell them and have this facing them. Don't show them the upper part. Don't show them the left, right, or bottom. Just show them the front. And then you can regrip. Have this index finger ready. And as you cover, you do the turn. And there you go. Remember, single R, double U, single R prime, double U prime, and regrip D. Here, ditch it right away. Show them the front only, and obviously yours is going to be better. And let's move on to the next solve. Or maybe false shuffle. Now this false shuffle is really great. So what you want to do is you want to do U2, D2, so that you get these stripes. You're also going to do R2, and then you're going to use this block, W2. And in some places, it does look mixed up. And then all you got to do is undo it, and that is it. One last time. U2, D2, R2, double U2. If you want, you can show the front being mixed up. Then undo the move. And then pretty much there you go. That's a false shuffle. Pretty much so straightforward. Let's move on to the next one. Next one is a misdirection solve. Now you're going to shuffle this like this. You're going to go, anyways, green facing towards yourself, white is up here. So you're going to do R, U, D, then R again. But then from here, this is all muscle memory. You can use a false shuffle, U2, R2, D2, W2. And then do that. And then get it back into position. At this point, you're going to look at them and place a cube off to the side. And as you do so, you're going to reverse the move. And you're going to rotate this. And you're still talking to your spectator. And at this point, you can actually show that it's actually solved. So if I were to do it to you, I'll be gripping it like this. So what you're gonna see are two stacks here and the white part. I say, oh, can I actually borrow your hand? That would be great, actually. Then I just solved it. A key thing here, when you have it already here, you can place it to the side or just show the cube mixed up and then just drop it on your side and misdirect them so that you can solve the cube with ease. So that is a misdirection solve. This is the sleep solve. Now, this one is literally the first one that we did. Except this time, you're gonna show them and do it like this. Then just wake up and do that. Pretty much straightforward. No explaining has to be done here. Although, you have to have that muscle memory down. Like here, here. After this one goes, the key thing is to keep the turns flowing. And then you've solved it. Let's move on to the next one. Now, the next one is literally kind of like a puzzle kind of thingy solve. Same thing. Really, the same method. Is pretty much the same thing as a spectator solve. You're going to do R, and by the way, I have blue facing me and the white up top. So R, U, R prime, U prime. You're going to do this like 3 times. U, R prime, U prime. R, U, R prime, U prime. And you can show them or have it displayed like this on 3 sides. And you're going to tell them to actually turn the right side up. And then it's your turn. And you're going to tell them to place the right side down. And then you do the U prime move. And then you invite them. You tell them do the same thing as you did. So they do that. You're going to use the U. They're going to do the R prime. You're going to do the U prime. Same thing. Boom. Oops. Boom. 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 Straightforward. No explaining has to be done here, rather than the sexy move being repeated over and over. Let's move on to the next one. Now, the slow solve is kind of like a slow motion solve, if anything. Is you show it right here, then kind of like cube 3, you're going to cover and then have it like that. Oh, wait. Wrong side is just like that. It's the most taught on cube 3. So this is really self-explanatory. It's literally the same mix-up. And also the application for this is really, really good. You can place it in the bag, and as you do that, you're just going to do this, and boom. You can place it in the bag if you ever so choose to. So that is straightforward. So that is the slow solve. Let's move on to the next solve. Wow, that is the end of the tutorial. Now, these solves that I've come up with are really, really easy. And for the practice, if you're a beginner into cube magic, this is perfect for you. Now, all these solves is worth practicing, and I think it's pretty much going to be worth it because I've developed a little bit of something for you so that you can already master it in no time. And also, the visual stuff will actually shock your audience for sure. Make sure that every single turn on the Rubik's Cube is covered. Make sure that when we did this, you have to find a motion to cover this motion. Is because in Cube Magic, we cannot have this happening. So we have to have some movement to cover the action. And the applications are limitless. I hate this idea really, where they just shake and then but I dropped my Rubik's Cube and anyways, have a good practice and see you next time. And this is Hugh Luong, and I'm out. Bye.